OMG, there's boys, girls, in-betweeners, how are you doing? Red Gambler here, back with a quick announcement for things that are channel related but not necessarily on this channel. Now, those of you who have stuck through me through thick and thin for many years, since this channel has been up basically like all three of you, would know that for about a year or so I did a podcast with a friend of mine called Nairman, and we talked about things before this was a fighting game channel. This was a Let's Play channel if you go through the archives, as I'm sure you know. And we would do a podcast where we just talked about things like gaming in general. There'd be some fighting game stuff on there, there'd be some stuff that wasn't, and just pop culture, anime, all that good stuff. And it was a lot of fun, but it was also a lot of work to put together, so I kind of stopped doing it after about a year or so. Anyway, moving forward, flash forward, jump in the way forward machine to April 2017, and we have bought the CoPod back. It is back from the dead. It is resurrected like a zombie just digging itself out of that grave and hungry for your brains. And it is actually available over on Nairman's channel as part of his Patreon because look, times are tough. Some of us don't have jobs. It's rough when you don't have a job. And Nairman needs your support because some of us are lucky enough to have jobs and we should be giving a little bit of that love to people who don't. So if you like the CoPod, if you want to see it back, head on over to the CoPod video, check it out. I'm going to post a little snippet at the end of this if you haven't heard it before, so you know what you're getting yourself into. There's a link in the description below. There may even be a link at the end of this video. I don't know. There'll be links fucking everywhere telling you where to go to check out this free sample of the new podcast. We're doing the entire first podcast being free, so you can check it out. And after that, if you want to keep listening to the CoPod, we'll be doing one every couple of weeks. There will be a Patreon that Nairman has set up. There'll be a link for that in there. Well, actually, no, there is a link for it in his video for the CoPod. Check it out. Toss him a couple of bucks. Make yourself feel good. Have some good karma. Help someone out, and listen to me rant about shit that is fighting game related and also isn't, and just talk about Dragon Ball and Mass Effect and all kinds of shit that I'm angry about. And hopefully you'll enjoy it. So that's it for me, guys. Kisses, hugs, belly rubs. There's a little sample at the end of this. There's links everywhere for the full thing. Check it out, and I'll see all of you very soon. OMG, Zuz, boys, girls, in-betweeners, welcome back to the, I can't really call it the, can you call it an inaugural return? Like the first return?
Should we call it like Rebirth or Legacy or whatever the
Christ,
comics are calling their whole,
we
their whole rebranding of everything?
We should have figured it out way before we started this. This was very, like, spur of the moment. It's like, should we do this now? Yeah, I guess we should do this now. Okay, let's do this now.
So we're doing it now.
Guys, we are back. It has been, I want to say it's definitely been over a year, like 18 months, kind of?
About that, yeah.
Sort of doing the CoPod podcast thing where we talk about shit like we actually know what we're talking about. Enabled,
which we don't.
For those of you who have not heard this before, this was a feature that I used to do on my channel before it was a fighting game channel, back when it was just like a regular Let's Play channel, like every other channel on YouTube. And I thought, I can drag someone who's more popular into this, try and help me, and it didn't work.
Well, I'm not popular. Everyone else on my channel is popular.
Oh, that's right. Okay, they're carrying you. I got it. So I have with me the very good Nairman, Mr. Ryan. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well for the most part. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. So yes, what we're going to do is that if you're listening to this, well, this is actually the first episode. We're doing this as kind of a freebie. We're doing it as kind of giveaway, basically, to go back to what I was saying before, because I'm a terrible fucking host. So we stopped doing this because it wasn't really working for my channel, and that was before I changed to a fighting game channel. We said that we would continue to do like these sort of things for movies. We did it for one movie, and then we stopped after that because Nairman dragged his ass trying to see Suicide Squad.
I had things to do.
I'm leaving it at your feet. I asked you several times if you'd seen Suicide Squad and you hadn't, so I gave up, and that was it.
All right, whatever.
But anyway,
we're past it.
We brought it back. We've brought it back this time for Nairman's Patreon because Nairman is a good friend of mine. He helped me out when I first started my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel would not exist were it not for him, because he got me a whole bunch of subscribers very early on, which I really appreciate. And so I'm here back to help him out with his Patreon because he's a nice guy. He's trying to find work. He's having trouble finding work like a lot of us are. He needs the help. So if you guys want to continue hearing these podcasts, if you enjoy what you're hearing in this little freebie here, we'll be doing these probably, every 2 weeks, I guess?
Yeah.
About that, yeah. That's kind of what we decided last time. So if you enjoy this, please, we'll have links in the description below to head on over to his Patreon, sign up for that. You can donate however much you want. I don't know if this will be like a threshold or whatever. Probably not. It's not that good. And you can hear this every couple of weeks. Because we get to talk about, because this might shock you, but I play games that aren't fighting games, and I don't get a chance to talk about them. So I'm very excited to be able to do this again with my good buddy, and we can talk about stuff that is fighting game related, and more importantly, stuff that's not fighting game related.
But we'll be starting with fighting game related stuff.
We'll be starting with fighting game related stuff, which was his suggestion. Don't be fooled. So with that said...